Hi sweet friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you're here for today's video. I thought I would take you for some Christmas thrifting. I want to show you my cute little cup from McDonald's. It made me feel so festive. But we're at the MCC thrift store today in Elmira, and I thought I would take you along and show you some of the beautiful finds they have. So right when you walk in, they have all these gorgeous trees. I love this one for $50. The lights were a little bit more blue than I would like them to be, so I did pass on it, but it was so stunning. And then they also had a bunch of beautiful ornaments on display. I have to say this one was my favorite. It was so stunning and large, and it was $5. I thought that was a pretty good deal. They did have a lot of Christmas picks on display. I'm sure a lot of these were from the Dollar Tree. I'm not even sure fully, but I know some of these poinsettia ones that I've seen there before. But these are great for fillers for your tree, and it's still cheaper than the dollar store because here our Dollar Tree, most items, I believe they're $1.25 now. They might even be $1.50. You guys will have to let me know if they've raised the prices where you are also. So it's still technically cheaper to buy things at the thrift store. I love this little bag of words. It had joy, peace. It was $8, and I'm pretty sure you could just lay those in a tree or on a display. They also had so many beautiful angels. This one's technically a tree topper, but you could really use this anywhere in your home. I know a lot of people are decorating with bears this year for the Ralph Lauren theme. I thought these ones were so cute. I also love that little pillow that was only $3. What a great price. This wreath was also $3, and I love to buy these just to place around candles or somewhere where you need a little touch of Christmas. I'm not even sure what these are, just decorative pieces. They were $6. They were so cute, but as you can see from this shot, they had so many shelves just full of Christmas decor. This little snowman is so sweet. I love his precious little smile. They also had this gorgeous angel for only $3. I thought that was such a great price. This thrift store tends to have a lot of knick-knack things, which are really cute to look at. This one felt very nostalgic and very vintage. I don't know if it actually is. And then I thought this bell was so pretty for $5 with the ribbon. Just such a stunning piece. I'm not sure if, again, it's an antique, but what I really loved in the center, it had a crystal. Just so stunning. I have so many candle holders, but these ones were adorable. The snowflakes for $1 each. You cannot beat that price. And this plate was only $2. I was so tempted to get that, but I just couldn't think of a spot where I could put it. And I'm really trying to be more intentional with my decor this year. And then I stumbled upon these napkin holders for only $4. I have never seen anything like them. I thought they were just so precious. This little snowman had a very primitive vibe to him, so if you love primitive decor, this would be perfect. This little bowl was so cute. I'm not sure if it's a cheese bowl or if it's meant for something different. You'll have to let me know in the comments, but there were so many little spots to browse through and look at filled with decor. I love this toboggan. It was so stunning. Definitely a piece that you could add anything to, and I am kicking myself for not getting this cup. It was only $3, and I absolutely love the print on this. I did end up falling in love and purchasing this angel. It was only $3, and isn't it so stunning? I love the mercury glass on it, and my husband turned it on and it actually had battery life. It was so pretty, and you guys know me, I love anything that lights up. I spotted these little snowman mugs. I thought they were so adorable. I definitely don't need any more mugs, but I love to look at them. And then I did see this really glitzy garland. How stunning is this? It looks like icicles. It lights up, and it was only $10, which I thought was such a great deal. They did also have some plates on display. This one was only $2. It definitely had a vintage feel. It says the wonder of Christmas. So pretty, and you can't beat the price. I just love it. And they also had this cake platter for $5. I'm not sure the make, but the ribbon on this is so pretty. And again, I wish I would have picked that up. On a lot of the clothing racks in this store, they did have little vignettes on the top. I love this Santa and Mrs. Claus one. It's so adorable. They had so many little displays here. And if you guys have watched my channel, I've taken you to the MCC thrift store in New Hamburg. And then this one is in Elmira. It's a little bit smaller, but I absolutely love coming here once in a while when I'm close and just browsing what they all have. When I say MCC thrift store, I believe it stands for the Mennonite Central Committee thrift store. They also had this apron. It was $15. I thought that was pretty steep for a thrift store, but the pattern on it was so stunning. They also had lots of little plush stuffies, and then mixed in, they had this jar for $10. I believe it's a cookie jar, but I thought this little Santa was so sweet. They did also have this gorgeous nativity set, which is so stunning. I love putting out my nativity set every year. It was $30 and all the pieces look to be in perfect condition. They also had the smaller one for $12. Again, such a great find. This little wreath was so adorable. It was only $2. I love the bright red berries on it, and it's so nice having these little wreaths in your decor stash when you want to add some color to a vignette. They also had this huge Santa for only $40. It's such a great find, as well as this really pretty topiary tree. I thought that was so pretty and unique with the berries. Also, this little snowman was so cute for $6. I'm not even sure what it is, but so adorable. You guys will have to let me know if you've been out thrifting lately, and if you have, if you've had some good finds. I do love this thrift store. I have to say though, I think my favorite is definitely the one in Millbank. It has the best prices. It's so large, and I just feel like it's a little bit more organized. I was trying to film as much as I could in here, but it was a Saturday and it was so busy. And I find that the other one is a little bit less busy, so it's a little bit easier to film in for you guys, but I'm so glad I was able to get these snippets. They did have a lot of stockings also. I thought these ones were so pretty and they were only a few dollars each, but the pattern on these was so unique and different. I really like them. I did stop and look at the lights. I do love the multicolored lights. I typically don't use them on my trees because growing up, we did always have just the white lights, but I feel like they are really nostalgic and pretty. They also had multiple racks of placemats and tablecloths. I absolutely loved these plaid placemats. They only had one though. If they had have had more, I would have bought them. I did spot this really pretty table runner. I believe it was only $7. It was in a gorgeous red with the stars. And again, this would have looked so pretty on my dining room table. I don't know why I didn't pick it up. I think part of the reason why I was being so selective was I already have so much Christmas decor, and I feel like it can become overwhelming if you just keep buying, buying, buying. So I really wanted to just buy things that I absolutely loved, even though there were so many things that were so beautiful for such great prices. I was trying to be a little bit more conservative, but then as I was watching this back, I was like, oh, there were so many things that I would have really loved to have, but I know that they'll bless someone else, and there was just so many gorgeous items to choose from. I really can't believe that it's almost the end of November. Time is just flying so fast. I have so many things I'm looking forward to in the upcoming weeks leading up to Christmas. Lots of Christmas decorating. I feel behind, but I also don't want to put pressure on myself and do things before I'm ready. So I'll just bring you guys along as I decorate, and hopefully the next couple weeks I'll complete all my decorating and we'll be able to share that with you all. But I did stop at another thrift store in Elmira. This one's a smaller one. I typically don't stop here, but I thought I would just check it out and see if they had anything that wowed me. They did have a lot of little knickknacks again. I was tempted to get this sparkly one. I thought it was so pretty, but I ended up passing. Another display that I loved was these Christmas carolers. They were only $3 each. How gorgeous would those be if you had a large table or a fireplace somewhere to display them? I just thought the price was so great. I also love this picture. I'm not sure if I'm exactly getting a Christmas feel from it, but I love the color. It was from Pier 1, which I do miss our Pier 1 here. And I did kind of just have a look at some of the little shelves here. I thought this one was so unique. It's a photo rainbow ornament. I'm not even sure if it worked. It was only $5, but you can display all your Christmas photos. I thought that was so pretty. I also love these little candle holders for only $1 each. I really love these champagne glasses. I think they're fluted champagne glasses. You guys will have to let me know. I thought they were so pretty. But this thrift store definitely was a lot smaller. It felt a little bit more crowded. So we didn't stay here for long. Let me know though if you guys enjoy these thrifting videos, and I'll try to make them a little bit longer and maybe go to even a few more thrift stores. But friends, until the next one, take care and God bless.